So today I'm gonna make a video about my coming out story. It's kind of long, well, it's not very long, but it's just kind of deep. So, I've always known that I was gay. There's never really been a time in my life where I was kind of confused or doubting it, or that I was attracted to girls, so I've always been gay. But I became friends with this girl that was in my Spanish class. I was a freshman in high school, and I was kind of trying to make new friends, and she was a lesbian, but she had a bunch of friends, and she was kind of popular, so I became friends with her and started talking to her, and I felt like after we became good friends that I could open up to her and tell her that I was gay. And so one night I was talking to her online, and I just told her, and she was like, "Oh, Carl, you're gay," whatever. Everything was pretty cool, you know. She didn't, I completely trusted her, that's why I told her, and I thought I could. But apparently, a little later in the year, I started hearing things from people at school, like asking me if I was gay, and I was just like, no, of course I'm not. And so the school year ended, the summer went by, nobody knew, or nobody that I knew of knew. And it was the end of... Yeah, it was the end of 2006, towards the end of 2006 in like October, when I was getting off the bus one day, and my sister asked me, she was like, "Carl, are you gay? Because your friend has been, saying some stuff." And at first I just denied it. I was like, "No, of course I'm not." And then I was like, well, my sister knew that I was good enough friends with this person that I would tell her anything like that, and that she wouldn't just make up a lie about it, so obviously it was true. So I just came out to my sister then and there, and she was accepting, it was cool. But it was kind of bad, because if she ever found, she kind of used it against me. If she ever got mad at me about anything, or if I ever pissed her off, she would kind of hold it over my head and threaten to tell, like, my parents or other people, if I pissed her off enough. So it was the beginning of 2007. It was early January, and I was sitting in the living room on the computer, and my sister, I guess I ticked her off or something, and she was like, "Carl, don't you have something to tell Mom?" And my mom was just, cooking in the kitchen or whatever. And I was like, fuck this, I'm not gonna let her control this situation and hold it over my head. So I was just like, "Mom, I'm gay," and I yelled to her in the kitchen, and she was like, "What?" And then I went in and I explained it to her, and she was accepting, and that was really cool. And so that was out. And then I kind of just started telling some of my close friends, and I guess I'm lucky that I had really accepting people or accepting friends to start off with, so that was great. But I never really found out how my dad knew. I'm pretty sure like my mom or my sister told him. They won't admit to it, but he knows because it's been talked about in front of me. And so after that, my friends knew, some of my close friends knew, and my family knew. And then the summer of 2007, I just decided to come out to everyone, and the way to do that is MySpace, of course. I could just post a bulletin on MySpace, and all of my friends could know at once. I wouldn't have to tell all of them individually. I could just let them all know at one time. So I just posted a bulletin, and I said, "I'm gay, and if you don't like that, take me off your friends list." And I don't think anyone deleted me, which is pretty cool. I got a bunch of messages from people being like, "Oh, really? That's awesome, Carl. I never would have guessed." Because I guess it comes as a shock to people when they find out. But I'm yet to really experience any like personal hatred against it, like people in real life actually, being mean to me. Or I mean, I've gotten some things from some people, but nothing like really big to have an impact on my life, which is good, I guess. I guess I'm lucky to living in the area that I do, like rural North Carolina, Hillsborough, I guess, has a bunch of rednecks, and usually you don't hear good things about gay people from rednecks. But where I work and where my mom lives in Chapel Hill, it's a very accepting community. So that's really cool. That is my story. Thanks for listening.